So a couple of days ago, Amber Heard posted some pictures on Instagram of herself, and how many comments do you think she got that were nasty, telling her she's terrible, she's a piece of garbage? Over 100,000 comments. But wait a minute, what does this mean? Doesn't that mean she's bullied off of Instagram? Like Kelly Marie Tran was bullied off of Instagram? Not really. You know why? Because this made me realize now that being bullied off Instagram isn't actually a thing. So she got over 100,000, well, I don't know if they were all nasty, but probably a majority of them were nasty. She doesn't have to get off Instagram. You know what she could do? She could delete those pictures and the comments go away. That's it. You know what else she could do? She could just ignore them. So, for a little while, people had me going, like, a little bit of sympathy for Kelly Marie Tran, and a lot of you guys out there too. I've seen some videos like, no one should get bullied and harassed off Instagram, this and that. You can't. You could just ignore it. This proves it. Did Kelly Marie Tran get 100,000 nasty comments like this? I don't think so. I know what you're thinking, maybe Amber Heard deserves it, but that's not the point. The point is, you can't actually get bullied off of Instagram. Okay, so this video actually has 2 points. That's 1 point I want to make, because that's been on my mind since The Last Jedi, everyone's mind, and I've come to the conclusion now that this kind of proves there is actually no getting bullied off of a platform. Okay? So, let's take a look at some of these comments and the article about this situation. I don't have a solid opinion on these people speaking their mind against her. I mean, I think she should be punished if she's found guilty in a court, but how people handle themselves against her, I guess that's up to them. Let's take a look. Here we see from Screen Geek, new Instagram post from Amber Heard gets major backlash. And when they say major, what they mean is, you can see here 95,000 comments and also 24,000 comments in the one above it, making it actually well over 100,000. One of the biggest celebrity debacles in recent history has been the feud between star Johnny Depp and his ex-wife, actress Amber Heard. Okay, we kind of knew that. The two were previously married for 2 years from 2015 to 2017 and ultimately ended up being divorced for reasons that Amber Heard claimed were due to her being abused by Depp. But after a lawsuit where Depp claims he was actually abused by Heard and the release of an audio recording where Amber Heard admits to having hit Johnny Depp, the actress has been receiving a lot of backlash, and like we saw, a lot. And it's now followed Amber Heard to her Instagram account. And while Amber Heard seemed to have made the Instagram comment in jest, she opened herself up to plenty of angry followers and Johnny Depp fans that wanted to defend her ex-husband. Is that why you tried to ruin a man's life? Asked one user. Because you're so insecure with yourself, you can't make it to fame yourself? You know, one out of like over 100,000. I guess for some reason they picked this comment. So, yeah. Let's take a look at some of the comments now. Like I said, if I read all these comments, all 124,000, we'd be here for a very long video. Did you use a corkscrew to open the wine bottle or the side of your partner's head? Thank you for letting real victims suffer because of your fake stories. And just like that, Amber Heard's was never heard from again in Morgan Freeman's voice. Congratulations for proving that we can't believe all women. At least that's something revolutionary you've done in your life. I have to ask, did you actually take a dump on his bed? Not very classy, sir, Hugo Boss. Hey Amber, over 200,000 people signed a petition for your removal in the next Aquaman film. Incredible, don't you agree? That was 4 days ago, and now it's on about 300,000. I hope she gets blacklisted to the point where she can't even book an extra gig in a Vagisil commercial. I wonder if Kelly Marie Tran got stuff like that. Maybe. Amber Heard is. She's not leaving. I'm so glad that people are not defending this person anymore. Laugh out loud. I was getting so frustrated because I always believed in Johnny. Let's make her career go down the same way she tried to do with him. Deleting comments won't make your disturbed behavior go away. She is just trying to wait this out. Media isn't giving this enough attention. And they aren't. And that's what's cool about having channels like this, supporting channels like this, and other channels I know you guys watch. The more you watch these videos, and I watch these videos too, by the way, the more we could kind of spread the word a little bit on stuff we believe in. Heard the audio released so far. Not looking good for you. Same person, by the way. I'm sure she got some doubles, triples, quadruples, and stuff. So it's probably not legitimately like 124,000 people, but you know, it's probably pretty high. Probably somewhere around the 100,000. Just a guesstimate, but we know people double up. starting to screenshot all comments. Each one deleted is a further admission of guilt. Amber's career is crashing harder than that bottle she threw at Jay, and she doesn't know what to do about it. This is why no one believes battered women, because of people like you. And that's like a good, serious point. You know, the more women that come out and prove the men guilty, the more believable things like this are. But if women are caught lying, it doesn't look so good. I personally think what happens behind closed doors has to have a 50-50% chance of happening if it's just word of mouth. This is different. We've got evidence. But if there's absolutely 0% evidence in any way, shape, or form, I don't see how we can't go 50% man, 50% woman. That just seems fair to me. Despite what she did, this is cyberbullying. I am not a fan of hers, but I don't become what society is trying to fix. Bullying in all forms is horrible. Just let the big boys handle this. It will be handled eventually. And as you guys can see, 94,000 comments here with replies, hearts, everything, and they just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. So, had to end it there. I don't know, I read about 8 of them or something. We'd be here all night, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling through. Yeah, it takes a little time to refresh. Anyway, let's do a shout out. Shout out to Annexer Comics, cool guy, thank you for the support. Shout out to Shadow Man, thank you for the support on Twitter. Shout out to Teresa Martin, thank you very much for the support on the channel and on Twitter. And I gotta give a big almighty shout out from Tokyo to Ikibaka. He put me on his website and it's actually driving a few views. So, really cool guy, check him out, and thank you, sir. I'm doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, click the subscribe button. I just showed my phone like a little idiot there, and it's the end of the video. It's the end of the video. It's not as good as the beginning. That's all I can say. See you next time.